Welcome back, everybody. This is Eric here with Iraq Veteran 8888. Today, I want to do a nice informational video about some new body armor ratings that have come out. All right, there are some new NIJ certification standards that I want to talk about. And for some of you that are looking to shop for body armor, this is going to be very helpful. And our friends at Premier have stepped up to help us out with explaining some of the differences in the armor plates. So I have 3 different plates to show you, 3 different levels. And there's some different amounts of damage that these things can soak up. Now, I am going to be doing, obviously, a full video on testing these plates with very strict protocols. I've got a specific list of ammo and distances and lots of different testing protocol. We're going to go over all the gory details when we make that particular video. In fact, I'm going to make probably about 3 or 4 different videos. I have a helmet to test as well as the new plate, which we're going to talk about in today's video. So, when we look at the testing standards, it's important to know what armor is meant to stop and what it's not meant to stop. And most people in the armor community have always just generally accepted that the level 4 plate, they go, well, I don't care about the weight of the plate. I'm going to buy the level 4 because I want the best protection that I can possibly get. And I understand that mindset because we've all been drilled with the mindset of, well, what if you turn the corner and there's a guy with armor-piercing 30-06 black tip ammo? Well, for one, that type of ammo is not necessarily just sitting around anymore. So the fact that you're going to turn the corner and run into a person with some black tip .06 launching at you from right across the room is probably slim to none. That's not to say that the level 4 is still not a pertinent armor rating, because it is. All right, this is a level 4 plate. All right. Level 4 is rated for up to armor-piercing 30-06, which is one nasty threat. And obviously, the level 4 plates that Premier makes, they are multi-hit rated. Okay, we're going to go over some of that. But the level 3 plus GT plate is the plate that I really want to show you. This is something really cool. We're going to be testing this. So this is a much lighter plate than a level 4 plate, but it still offers protection from probably the most common threats that you're going to see on the street. And this armor rating was sort of developed with a lot of input from law enforcement and just basically a lot of input of stuff that's actually going on the streets, the type of threats that people are seeing on an everyday basis in the actual real world. Okay, so that led to a change in the NIJ body armor rating. So I do have some information here I'm going to share. So essentially, the 3 basic ratings, you have NIJ 0.07 ratings. One is the level RF1, that's your level 3 plates. And what that means is that's up to 308 with the addition of 5.56 and M193 at 3,250 feet per second, 7.62 by 39, and a 120.5 grain projectile at 2,400 feet per second. So basically, you're talking a full velocity rifle, okay, essentially. With the level 3. All right, the new testing protocol. This is where this particular plate comes into play. The one that we just mentioned, the level 3 plus GT. Okay, this is the new one. The level RF2. This is a new NIJ standard certification for plates. This is a new standard that includes 7.62. By 51 NATO, 147 grain at 2780 feet per second, 5.56 M193 at 3,250 feet per second, which is the same as a level 3 certification, and then 7.62 by 39, 120.5 grain at 2,400 feet per second. So it adds the 7.62 NATO into that rating as well. So the level 3 plus GT will not stop the armor-piercing 30-06 ammunition, but this is lightweight, much lighter weight than the level 4, and will stop more than a standard level 3 plate. So this is sort of like, as they mentioned, a Goldilocks zone for that amount of protection that you can expect to see in this type of a plate. And you can see as it sits on my chest, this particular plate, I think the diameter is a 10 by 12. Okay, so this is, it has the shoulder cuts, it has the curvature to it. And the way that this particular plate is designed, when I do the video, I'm going to show you the inside of this plate when we destroy it. And it has basically these scales, these sections, okay? It's really wicked looking. And each of them provides a very unique amount of protection for the area that you're shooting. So that means that each area can take a lot of damage, okay? And these are multi-hit rated. Where these plates are really going to shine the most is going to be in your pistol length barrel threats. All right, somebody turns a corner and they got a Daniel Defense Mark 18, or they got a Draco pistol, or they've got something like that. That is where this type of plate is going to be more useful than a level 4. For one, you're not expecting someone with a full-length M1 Garand or an 03 service rifle with a black tip Alt-6 in it, okay? So one, you're not expecting a World War II rifle to shoot at you from around the corner. Two, the threat that you're probably going to experience is going to be from a Draco or a short AR pistol or something like that. That's what most people are seeing on the streets in terms of ARs and AKs and things like that. Or let's say a 9mm PCC. All of these will just shrug that right off. So there are a lot of short barrel, 308s as well that are being used, as well as full-length barrels. So you probably have a greater chance of someone having a 30 cal, let's say a 7.62 by 51 NATO rifle like an M14 or FAL or SCAR or some sort of short AR-10 or something like that. You're going to have a greater chance of encountering that as a threat on the street than you are someone with an M1 Garand. So that merited its own body armor category. But what that allowed them to do is make this plate extremely light. Now, I haven't weighed them officially, but I mean, I would say the level 4 is easily double the weight, if not close to double the weight of this level 3 plus GT. Now, comparing the weight of the level 3 plus GT to the level 3 plus, I mean, it is only marginally heavier, if that. It could even just be my perception of it. But the weight is very similar between the level 3 plus and the level 3 plus GT. One nice thing about these particular plates as well is that they have buoyancy to them. They will float in water. So if you're worried about having, let's say, all steel armor and it's weighing you down, maybe you operate in aquatic environments, or maybe you live near a place that, I don't know, you're worried about being submerged in water or something like that. Maybe that's part of the concern. This plate actually is buoyant. It will help you float. So not only do you have that good multi-hit capability, and it stops a lot of rifle threats, particularly out of shorter barrels, it definitely is a very modern type of armor that, especially for the price that Premier sells their stuff for, is such a fantastic deal. All right, but on the RF2 certification, we are talking, again, to reiterate, this is a new certification, is 7.62 NATO, 147 grain ball at 2780. So that's full velocity. This light plate, this lightweight level 3 plus plate will stop all the way up to 7.62 NATO. That's really cool. Now that's ball ammunition. I don't know about armor piercing bullets. That's something we're probably going to try to look at in the video. I might actually load up some black tip 7.62 by 51 just for academic purposes, just to see what it does. We do have some specific locations on these plates that we're going to try to target. We'll probably shoot some close to the edge. We'll do some multi-hit. We'll do a little, maybe some machine gun dump into them. So we have a lot of cool things to show. And before we leave today's video, I do want to show you their level 3 ballistic helmet as well. So Premier sent me a couple of these awesome ballistic helmets to do some work with as well. And I was really surprised how lightweight this helmet is. You can set up your nods on this thing if you want, your communication and all that sort of stuff. So it's commo ready, blackout light. You can put your little blackout indicators on top. You got all your case candy. And this helmet will stop 9mm, 45 ACP, buckshot, your level 3 pistol threats and things like that. Okay, we are going to launch some rifle bullets, maybe at distance. We may try doing like a 100-yard AR shot or 200-yard AR shot just for academic purposes. But the standards on this helmet is that it's generally made to stop some pretty high velocity pistol threats. We may shoot it with like a CZ52 service pistol with a 7.62 by 25 Tokarev in it or something like that, just for fun. Maybe an FN57 for fun, just to see for academic purposes. But anyway, expect full video on the helmet, and we're going to show off the level 4. But I'm really excited to see how this level 3 plus GT is going to do. And I'm excited to show you the construction of this particular piece of armor. So a big thanks to Premier Armor for providing these for me, not only for us to do a video where we're going to shoot these and all, but I wanted to make just an initial video to discuss the differences in the standards because it is a change in what people are used to. And, I really take body armor testing very seriously. I love testing body armor because what is the most passive way that you can protect yourself is to have armor, right? Even if you don't like guns, you may not be a gun person, but anyone can own armor. that's the most passive way possible you could ever even attempt to protect yourself, is to have armor. So it's important to know what armor will stop what threat. And hey, what threat are you expecting to encounter in the situation that you're buying this armor for? This will maybe save you some grief. Not only your carrier being overloaded with a level 4 plate that you might not need, but also the prices too. There's some differences in the prices between the levels of threat. You may not need a level 4 plate for what you're expecting to run into. This plate might suffice and save you a little bit on the weight. So that's why this is such an exciting video to make, because you're saving a heck of a lot of weight with this plate versus a level 4. I mean, I'm talking, this plate is, for 2 of these plates, it probably weighs what 1 of a level 4 plate is going to weigh. Now, if you need the level 4 protection, then that is what it is. That's completely understandable. But I'm really excited about this armor certification, and I want to make a quick video just to kind of break down the differences. And again, a big thanks to Premier Body Armor. Check them out. Great supporters of the channel. We're going to have a lot of videos coming up, some more armor testing. They do have a lot of cool things up their sleeve I'm not going to tell you about just yet, but as new things come out, we'll definitely be involved and help them show off some of this armor. So expect full videos soon. We're going to be shooting the crap out of some armor, and I can't wait to blast this stuff and share it with you guys. So thanks very much. Many more videos on the way. We'll see you soon.